for you to convert, perhaps?
The thinking customer will see right away I've got the best deal this side of the
tracts blaspheming the same.
How can I be of service?
Got some coin I'd like to convert into crowns.
You've come to the right place. A better rate you'll not find anywhere in the city.
top-notch swords.
Show me what you have in stock. So long.
Well, another freak.
Whosoever conceals a maid
Any needs master?
Right, what a freak.
The world's never-ending creation be praised.
Craft something for me, would you? Thanks. So long.
The world's never-ending creation be praised.
Craft something for me, would you? Thanks. So long.
What can I get you? Sir? Have anything from apples to private client.
Please.
I remind.
This the Bersodi Brothers auction house?
Seems it.
Private Kleiner, you're on duty. Need I remind you? Fraternising with civilians is not allowed. Purpose of your visit?
Just curious. Redanian army regulars, right?
Lance Corporal Václav reporting. And this bloke's my subordinate, Private Kleiner.
Careful you don't piss yourself out of excitement.
You say something, soldier.
Not a thing.
Shouldn't you be somewhere? There's a war on, you know.
We was transferred here. All official. Written order 76 CWX. Mission, guard the auction house. Priority, high. Top, in fact.
Borsodi fella knows his way about the court. Helps the high rankings sell their war booty. Gets protection in return.
Private Kleiner, that's confidential military information.
Any of the owners home?
Meaning the one and sole owner, the esteemed host Bersodi? Aye, he is.
Need to talk to him.
Order 76 CWX is clear. Auctions only open to folk with invitations. Writ out in their names, plain and simple.
Gonna let that hold you back? Come on.
Afraid you're out of luck. Order 76 CWX, also held that Lance Corporal Václav stick a broomstick up his arse.
Kleiner, need I remind you of the penalty for insulting a superior?
Who have we here? Geralt, the Witcher of Rivia.
Vimy Vivaldi, the banker from... Actually, where are you from?
Matters little, mate. Gold knows no boundaries. What's all the fash, Corporal Václav? Are you squabbling with my pal Geralt?
Master Vivaldi, sir, your esteemed associate, he weren't invited to the auction, and I've...
But I plough and have been, and he's coming with me. In you go, Geralt.
But my orders...
Fuck your orders. Need I take this up with the sergeant? Ha! I thought not. Now, stand to attention and shut your giggy.
Oh, the lads will be rolling back at the barracks.
Sut it! Now march! Round you go! 1, 2, 1, 2!
Appreciate the help.
Just nout. Always had a mind to see into old pals and clients.
Business with you's a pure pleasure, Vimy.
The dear departed wifey claimed the same. Ah ha! Folk are assembling. Auction's about to start. Time we went upstairs.
Could have sworn the Borsodi's auction house was in Novigrad.
It was, but they moved it. You see, Radovid offered Horst a preferential tax rate. 0%.
Huh. Pretty much unbeatable.
Aye. And I've nae seen a purer example of the benevolent state.
What did folk come to bid on? Any idea?
All kinds of valuables. Rare weaponry, exotica. But I've got my eye on a selection of canvases by the master portraitists of the Maribor School. Van de Noob and Longendijk.
Well, well. Never knew you to be a connoisseur.
Of course I'm not. It's all muck and rubbish to me. Point of fact, I'll just wrap 'em in paper and lock 'em in the vault.
Why in the world do...
What do you mean, why, Geralt? I've got to diversify my investments, didn't I?
Actually, I'm really just here to talk to Horst Borsodi.
Oh, might be more of a problem than you'd expect.
Because?
An awful hermit, that one. Not a wee bit like his da, my little keep his soul. But Horst is like to show his head during the auction. I'll introduce you then.
Be mighty indebted to you.
Think nothing of it. Only if I collect on loans and promissory notes. All right, up we go.
white gold and mother of pearl with topaz insets, sold to Madame Villepearl.
Geralt, you thought of buying real estate. Could get you attractive terms on a mortgage.
No such thing as attractive loan terms, Vimy.
What about in... Auction won't start for a time yet, it seems.
Vimy, this is a banquet.
Aye? And?
I detest banquets. Vacuous conversation, food portions fit for a mouse, drinks that taste like piss.
Ah, it won't all be bad. Let me introduce you to some of my most interesting associates. Old hen there is Countess Mignole. Wager you'll have plenty to blather about with her. Prick in the corner's Hilbert. New coin, that one. Came into a right fortune playing quite. Ah, there's Jaromir, art dealer. A purer snob I've never known. But he knows paintings like no other. So, ready to chat someone up? It's not fitting for us to stand here like knobs. Oh, smell it, Geralt. That's the scent of oil. Jaromir, might we trouble you a wee spell?
Greetings, Vivaldi. Who's this?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
I thought you might have a blether with us. About the paintings on the block today.
Sniffing for a quick turnaround as usual, are we?
Pot calling the kettle black, I'd say. Do a lively trade in canvases yourself, my friend. True.
Yet first they delight my eyes, whereas you treat them as mere promissory notes. The only arts that interest you are those culinary. What about you, Witcher? Do you know anything about paintings?
Realize this might be hard to believe, given my crude-looking mug. But yeah, I know a thing or two.
Truly? We ought to see what. Do you know our friend Vivaldi is in possession of 5 canvases by Van der Nobe? Yet he cannot distinguish them from landscapes at 5 crowns apiece.
I shan't pretend it's otherwise.
Yet for you, my dear connoisseur Witcher, that should present not the slightest problem, so do tell which of these is the handiwork of Edward van der Nobe, the master from Maribor.
The battle piece, if I'm not mistaken.
You err deeply. I bid you adieu.
What a jackass.
Ah, fuck him. Typical aristocrat cunt. I've grown accustomed. Funny. Duke Clivet declared bankruptcy. Greetings to the Honourable Countess. Madam, allow me to introduce my dear friend, Geralt of Rivia.
Witcher of the School of the Wolf.
Forgive me, but have we had the pleasure?
No, but your guild is unmistakable. Your medallion.
Take note, Geralt. Countess Mignole is an eminent collector of Vitaminaica.
What now?
All manner of objects related to the witcherly profession. Swords, gear, medallions.
Mind if I ask how the Countess became interested in us, humble monster slayers?
I've some pleasant associations, dating from my oh-so-distant youth.
Didn't you say such things, Countess? You look right fetching to me.
That's very kind, Master Vivaldi. But apart from my Vitaminaica, I also own a number of mirrors.
Your most prized piece, what would it be?
An armor element. An antique. School of the Wolf. From 1234.
Classic. Is it up for sale?
I fear not. It's a memento. One of great sentimental value.
But perhaps the Countess has got other Witcher curios she's willing to part with. Or acquire. Perhaps you could trade. I'd charge 5%. A modest transaction fee.
Vimy, never seen anyone so good at laying their mitts on coin that clinked within earshot. But what the hell? See if we can't make a deal. Does the Countess have her eye on anything particular today?
No, but Horst Borsodi insisted he would put up something that would be of interest.
Did he happen to say what it was?
No. Oh, you know what he's like. A walking enigma. On another topic, Master Geralt, I was wondering if you'd be willing to help a lady in need.
Depends on the nature of the need.
Oh, it's quite the trifle. I stepped out onto the balcony a moment ago. I dropped an earring while there. I couldn't find it. It must have fallen through the floorboards. Perhaps you, with your cat eyes...
Not a problem. I'll go right away.
I shall be much obliged.
See you in a minute, Vimy. Some spilled wine. Nothing else. There's no earring out here, is there?
None.
Maybe the Countess would care to explain what this is about, all jokes aside.
Forgive me. God, this is so embarrassing. Do you know Vesemir? He was a tinge shorter than you, wore a mustache.
Do I know him? Man taught me everything I know.
What? How is he, if you don't mind my asking?
Don't mind at all. But before I answer, I also wouldn't mind knowing how you knew each other.
Oh, I've told no one. Not ever. But I suppose I owe you an explanation. It was the winter of 1234. A beast prowled the streets of Oxenford. A fledder, I believe. A contract was issued, a notice posted, and a witcher appeared. Vesemir, of the School of the Wolf. He came through our estate, tracking the beast. Our eyes met. Something sparked. I wrote him a message, asked my governess to deliver it. He visited, under the cover of night, night after night. On one such occasion, my father heard something. Vesemir had to flee. So quickly, he left behind his gambeson.
Ah, the first piece. The start of your collection.
Yes, but also the end of our love. Father had an arrest warrant issued, then quickly married me off. I was fortunate. My husband died young, leaving me a sizable fortune. And thus, I have lived on memories.
Afraid I have bad news.
Oh? Please tell me, did he at least die like a witcher?
No. He died like a hero.
There is that. I thank you for tolerating a decrepit madwoman so elegantly.
Please don't say that.
I am old and I am wealthy. I may say what I please. And now, be so kind and leave me to my thoughts.
All so tall. You think they're... Halbert! It's been years. Allow me to introduce yous. Geralt of Rivia.
Enchanted.
Pleasure's all mine.
How's it? Got your eye on any sparkly bits today?
Not really. I buy what strikes me fancy. I need something right sumptuous for me walls just now. Nilfgaard. I get it right?
Excuse me?
Your Gwent deck. It's Nilfgaard, innit? Come on, admit it.
Frankly, I usually play my monsters.
A witcher who plays monsters? Interesting.
You ought to know, Helmut. Geralt here's a positively superb player. Superb!
We got a minute before the auction starts, so... Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Maybe around?
Sorry. Another time, maybe.
It is what it is. I'm off for a nosh. By the by, watch those little black balls. Strange, them.
Ah, to span the caviar of the Kaviri sturgeon. They're casting pearls before swine. Come, Geralt, let's have a blether with another.
Esteemed ladies, honourable gentlemen, the auction will begin shortly. Take your places, please.
Ah, at long last. Come with me to the fore. I won't see much elsewise.
Vimy, listen. Forgot to ask you, how's this auction going to work?
They'll bring out 3 lots to start with. Once they've sold, or not, there'll be an intermission. Horse Basodi will probably appear then. That's when I'll introduce yous.
Counting on it.
In the meantime, have you got a budget? You prepared to bid?
Of course I will. Went to the trouble to sneak me in here. I'd be an ass not to take a stab.
Ha! Knew the bug would get you.
Esteemed ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I hereby open the auction. Ladies and gentlemen, lot number 1 is a brass figurine from the collection of the infamous Count Romilly. Rumour has it the figure harbours a treasure inside. A rumour one may prove or disprove solely by destroying the beautiful bauble itself. Starting price? Quite the bargain at 50 crowns. Any advance? With Master Hilbert at 100. To Countess Mignol, now at 150. Do I hear 200? Might I have an advance? The white-haired gentleman enters a bid of 200. Do we have 250? 200 once? Twice? Thrice? Splendid! Countess Mignol bids 250. Do I hear 300? My, this is lively. I've 300 going once, going twice. Do we have 350? 300 thrice, and sold to the white-haired fellow. Lot number 1, the mysterious brass figurine. Proceeding now to lot number 2. A canvas by the young Novigrad artist Van Rohe, Starry Night over the Pontar. Charming piece. Truly a bargain at 20 crowns. Ladies and gentlemen, 20 crowns, it's practically naught. Yes, the gentleman with the cat eyes, at 20. Do I hear 30? 20 going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold! Van Rohe's Starry Night over the Pontar to the gentleman with the cat eyes. Lot number 3, ladies and gentlemen. A true rarity, scarce as hen's teeth. Spectacles. A frame of gold, mountain crystal lenses polished by the tiny dexterous hands of the gnome masters, once the property of the famed hired assassin known as the Professor. Starting price of 200 crowns. Anyone tempted? Gwent Maestro Hilbert offers an advance of 50. Do I have 3? My, haven't we livened up? 300 from Yaromir Ivanovich Zaitsev. Going once? Twice? Incredible! With the white-haired gentleman now, good folk, at 350 crowns. A generous offer indeed. Any advance? 350 going once? Going twice? Sold! Invaluable spectacles to the white-haired gentleman. Exceedingly glad they'll be useful. May they serve you well, sir. Oh, the excitement. With the 3 lots behind us, we'll go to an intermission. Amenities abound. Please partake. We'll resume shortly.
Oh, Geralt, look! Horst Masudi! Come on before some other cocksuckers steal him. Just, well, don't expect a warm welcome. Greetings, Horst. Allow me to introduce a dear friend and associate, Geralt of Rivia, who
comes uninvited.
Exactly. Pretty serious oversight. I see no reason why the faux pas should taint our newfound acquaintance.
Acquaintance? I honestly don't know what you think this is, Vagrant.
got the distinct impression the two of yous started off on the wrong foot. Perhaps we should raise a toast to...
What's one like you want from one like me?
Right. Let's dispense with the niceties. Maximilian Borsodi's house. Gotta lay my hands on it, whatever it...
What? Where did you learn of it?
Gentlemen, no reason to lose our composure. Raise our voices.
I ask you, where did you learn of it?
Whoa, come on now.
Where?
Doesn't matter. Willing to tell me what it is or not.
Guards, escort the Witcher out. And he's not to enter, not alone, not hand in hand with Hierarch Hamelfart.
Honestly, he asked a question. It were a simple inquiry.
One more word, and I shall move my accounts to the competition.
Sorry, mate, but...
No reason to trouble the guards, Horst. I'll go willingly.
I don't recall giving you a choice in the matter. Kick his swiving mutated ass out.
Your swords, Master. Law says we're to return them. Law don't say when, though. So we'll do it, aye. Just after we beat the singing shite out of the honourable gentleman.
Mm-hmm. Gathering place for the elite, truly. Come on, lads. Let's loosen our muscles a bit.
Bugger's going down!
Pathetic. Law says if you see someone hurt, you should summon a medic. Law doesn't say how fast, though, so you can sit tight a while.
Seems true what they say. Sword or no sword, a Witcher brings goal.
Not in the mood for your peasant wisdom. Who the hell are you?
If all goes well, dare say I'm your partner.
Don't need any partners.
Oh, I don't know about that. No chance you'll lay your hands on Max Borsodi's house alone.
Really think you can help me?
We can help each other.
Get to the point, if you can.
To get this house, you need to get into the vault. And there's no way Horst will let you in there out of the kindness of his heart.
A heist? Don't like that idea one bit.
Got any others? Find the herbalist lives near Oxenford. Ask for some yarrow extract. He'll know why you've come.
If this is a trap of some sort.
Be seeing you, I hope. crawl back under your rock.
Choked to death on 3 pounds of steam.
Your kind spreads disease. Defeat isn't a desertion.
Stay out of my way.
Hunted. Something went horribly wrong, though.
What's this one want?
Too late to surrender. Busy spot. Lots to do.
Huh. That was rather efficient.
That all you got to say? I saved your life.
We'd have disposed of that rabble easily.
We?
My, aren't we precise? You know what I mean. Now, are you here to trade or not, hmm?
Wouldn't happen to have some yarrow extract?
I do. In the back. Follow me, please.
You've come. Good.
Remains to be seen. Aim to tell me something, I think. So talk.
How do I put this? We share a goal. We both need to get into the Borsodi's vault. Both want something that's in there. Why not pool our strengths?
Sorry, but what exactly is yours?
I have a plan. Spent the last year working on it. On paper. Time to set it in motion. You one I can count on.
Come on. I don't even know your name.
What's that matter?
Matters because you're clearly hiding something. Not just from me, either. Wouldn't be sitting in a cellar in this shithole otherwise.
We've all some stain on our conscience. But I've not asked for your hand in marriage, just for your help in a heist. We break in, each take what we need, then go our own ways.
Try to trick me anyway, anyhow, you won't go anywhere. You know that? 'Cause I'll take your head off right where it meets your neck.
I'm aware of the risks. So, now that you've threatened me and all, are you in? Or are you not?
Before we go any further, you even know what Max Borsodi's house is?
I know it's in the vault.
Didn't answer my question.
Neither of you. Willing to help with the heist, or not?
The vault. What's in there for you?
Something that was stolen from me.
Ought I go to the city watch, tell them a crime's been committed, not organize a heist?
I've tried. repeatedly.
I see. Cheated by the system, wronged by the world. Doesn't matter. What did they take?
List'd take a good while. So I'd rather change the subject. You in or not?
I'm not a thief.
It's opportunity makes the thief, Witcher. I speak from experience.
Talk.
20 Redanian soldiers guard the auction house, day and night. Patrols walk in circles around it, and here, past this corner, barracks.
Brute force is out. Gotta get in quietly.
Exactly. Not the simplest thing, though. Main entrance, armored door, windows, dimeridian bars. But not a fortress out there without a weakness. This one's no different.
Patience happens to be my weakness, so dispense with the dramatic pauses and talk.
Beside the house stands a tower, from which we can enter the attic. We can't hope to enter the tower from the street on account of the patrols, but there's a window 60 feet off the ground. No shutters, no bars. We've got to get up there and sneak across to the auction house, then down the stairs to the cellar, crack open or blow off the vault door, and voila!
Not all bad, except sounds like a lot of work for two.
I'm fully aware of that. For this to work, we need 2 more accomplices. One to scale the tower, drop us a line. The other to open the vault, a safe cracker or a demolition specialist. I've already identified some promising candidates. All we've to do is select and recruit the best among them. Also your job. I'd prefer to remain largely out of sight.
Assumed as much given your hood. Anything else?
Aye, but that's among the details, which you will learn just as soon as you declare.
Don't really have any other options. So be it, I'm in. But on one condition. No one dies. That clear?
As the great son of Nilfgaard. How about we knock back around? Toast a mutually beneficial relationship.
Rather get to work. What comes first?
First, you have to assemble a crew. Then, there's the Redanian patrols to cull a bit. Too many wandering round. We could get noticed.
What's this about culling the patrols? Told you, no one dies.
Easy. I don't want anyone's death. Just need some folk to be temporarily indisposed.
Spit it out.
You've got to approach the garrison's cook. Convince him to spite the soldiers' nosh with something to keep some of them bedridden. 1 in 2, like I said. Wouldn't want to raise suspicions.
Know the formula for a potion that might do the trick.
There. See? Brew up a bit of that. Hit the town, find the cook, then convince him to do you a favour. I don't know, cast a spell, toss him some coin. You could also use your fists.
Alright, opening the vault. Who do we have?
Let's start with the fact that one of them's a dwarf. Casimir Bassi, native of Mahakam. A specialist in controlled explosions. Folks say he could blow Novigrad to the high heavens with but a pinch of saltpeter. Vault door for him should be a cinch. The problem is, Casimir apparently hung up his detonators some time ago. He married, sired some littler ones, and settled in the village of Alness. Might plain turn us down.
Any options?
Quinto, the North's most famed safecracker. Arrest warrants out on him in Kedwin, Lyria, Angrin, and Kavir. Sadly, he got nabbed a few days back by one Hans of Sidaris, a prick mercenary. As far as I know, his troops made camp east of Oxenfurt on the right bank of the Pontar.
So I'd have to rip one from his cozy home, the other from a cozy cage. Need to think about it. Break-in artists. Tell me about them. Assuming lack of vertigo to be the first requirement.
Precisely why my favourite's Eveline Gallo, a circus artist known better as Björn. Just now performing with her troupe somewhere near Oxenfurt. Her specialities: rhythmic gymnastics, time walking.
Breaking and entering.
Not officially, no, but I've compared the route her troops taken with a list of the most audacious thefts in recent years. A perfect match. I highly doubt that's a coincidence. But if she's reluctant, with another option in Hugo Hoff, alias Beef Patty, a halfling.
Think he's fit? Pudgy face doesn't really match my image of a criminal.
You'd be surprised. Hugo's notched up more break-ins than you felled monsters. More importantly, 2 years past, he nicked the gold-plated cot from the roof of the town hall in Novigrad. So, the half-mount. Word has it he's holed up in Oxenfurt in a house near the Novigrad gate. Be careful. He's modest in size, but apparently wicked dangerous.
All right, I'm off. Got a bit to do.
As do I. Get it all done, and we'll meet back here.
What then?
Then, we'll bugger horsed up, down and sideways, all together.
Watch it, Greyhead.
You post the notice?
I did indeed. Hands of Sidaris, mercenary captain. Know of a monster that needs slaying. You interested?
Dope in the cage. Who's he?
Why? Look like a monster to you? No? Then he's not your ploughing concern.
Let me think about it. Take care.
It's worse it gets. Radovic was late with our pay all week. He's trying to cheat us too.
You Quinto?
The one and only. A pleasure. But who might you be?
Whoa! I'll have no pleasure here. Witcher, keep clear of the cage, right?
What did he do to step on your toes?
Ours, not ours. But he stuck sticks up a number of bankers' arses. Put a tidy price on his head, they did.
And as Master Hands of Sidaris is an enterprising individual, he decided to nab me and claim the reward.
Anyone give you leave to talk? Shut your trap!
I need Quinto. Alive.
And I need coin. Lots of it. Lucky thing I don't much care who pays me. You or the bankers.
Just as I said, an enterprising individual.
And just as I said, clamp it shut. Stop interrupting. Where was I? Right. Want me to let him go? Pay up. Same as the wanted posters say.
Call it my loss. Here.
Ah, nothing quite like the weight of a purse full of gold. Right, Quinto. You're dumb as shite, but lucky as... What? How did you...
Fishbone. Did it yesterday. I was waiting for a lull to slip out. Witcher showed up before I could. Let that be my recommendation. Now, do tell. What's it you need me for?
Need you to open something for me. Something bigger than a cage.
Sounds interesting. Dying to hear the details.
Herbalist's hut near Oxenford. Knock on the door. Ask for yarrow extract.
Radicals like our pie all week.
First I got was full of cash. Here, bronze with just a lick of gold.
Choked to death on 3 pounds of steel.
Hey, anyone in there? Blood. This does not look good. Blood. Someone knocked their head on this beam. Open cut. Bare feet. Fresh prints.
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steel.
Long live Radovid!
Hugo ran into trouble. Gotta find him fast.
honouring the fatherland.
The minute we're in trouble, you make me responsible for getting us out. As in Maribor. Remember Maribor?
Dove, please don't change the subject.
Mind if I do?
That depends. Who might you be?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. You Eveline Gallo, the Ermine?
Only to friends.
Calm down, Merrin. No need to puff up. And you, talk. What do you want?
Got a job for you.
Truly? Of what nature?
Anonymous performance. No audience. At a certain auction house. Pays as much as you can carry.
Eveline, I beg you. You don't know him.
What's that supposed to mean? He introduced himself, did you not hear? Geralt of Rivia.
Stop pretending you don't understand me. You cannot know if he's to be trusted.
Not a soul can be trusted. You've none of a Fink's features. But you see, I've a problem.
All right, out with it. What's this problem?
See, we were to do a show. The tickets have all sold. Alas, our friend and colleague, Hawkeye Van, well, he's gone blind. Drank some hooch from a questionable source. A sad story, but not the point. The crowd awaits, so either we find a replacement for him, or we shall have to return the coin. All good and fine. Have we not spent it already?
I think I know where this is going.
Then I shall get straight to the point. Stand in for Van, and I shall help you.
What do I have to do? Jump through some flaming hoops?
No. Shoot your crossbow, hit a target.
Eveline, I'm not certain that's a good idea.
Neither am I. It shall all come out in the wash. So, Witcher, what'll it be?
Maybe I could just give you the coin for the refund. It'd be quicker. How much would that be?
Let's see. Round about 400 crowns, I believe.
More, I think. I put it at 600 at the least.
What? But I checked this morning and... Ah. Indeed. Merrin's right. 600 crowns.
Fine, I'll pay.
Ho ho! You must really need my help.
Admit that freely. First off, though, I hate making a fool of myself in front of the rabble.
So what now? Might we prepare for the other show?
Herbalist has a hut near here. Ring a bell? Go see him and ask for some yarrow extract.
Ooh, a mystery. I adore mysteries. Till later, Witcher.
You're strange.
The storm, damn it.
just hope it don't come down hard at harvest this year. Stop it!
Long live excellence.
Oh!
Best wares this side of the pond.
Ah.
I want. You're gonna be to my wares here.
It's damp. It's damp.
It's raining, of course it's going to be damp.
What do you have to say?
Lance Corporal Václav. How'd that prick wind up with us?
Volunteered. Word is he had to bribe the medics to let him enlist.
He mad or what?
That's just it. Certifiably insane. Didn't pass the test apparently.
But to pay hard coin to enter the army? Thought at my age nothing could surprise me.
Nothing about the cook.
Choked to death on 3 pounds of steel.
What do you have to say?
That horse scores so big. You got a daughter?
Why do you ask?
Well, think on it. To marry into a dynasty like that, it'd be like living in clover.
Trust me, you do better not to take any interest in the Basodis.
Why the hell not?
It can only bring trouble, mate. Only trouble.
Nothing interesting. What do you have to say?
Fish chowder for supper the day.
That true? Who told you?
No one. Came through the western gate the morn. Saw Martin on the pier.
Cook like that's the right treasure he is. No griping about poor supplies. Just the gumption to enrich our gruel.
Aye. If only he'd go a bit lighter on the garlic.
Pier near the western gate. Should be easy enough to find.
Every sinner.
In a hurry.
Itches.
Must be the cook. Good day. Fish biting?
Aye, they're biting.
What about you?
What's that?
Got this mixture. Pay you to pour it in the soup for the boys at the garrison on my signal. Nothing dangerous about it. Most they'll think is that the fish wasn't exactly fresh.
It'll cost you, mate. Something dear.
Fine. Here. Wait for the signal, and mum's the word. Understood?
And Countess Yvonne of Lanexeter's necklace. Your handiwork, wasn't it?
It was. I scaled a gutter, entered her bedchamber.
I knew it, I knew it.
Ah, at last, we're all here. Time to begin. This heist, it's no jest. So if any of you has any doubts, isn't sure, now's the time to leave. Won't be able to after. The Borsodi's auction house, its vault. That's our target. Eveline, you'll enter through the tower when the patrol rounds this corner. Drop us a line. We have to be inside within 5 minutes, is that enough?
It's plenty.
Splendid. Once we're all in the tower, we'll proceed to the auction house. Shouldn't see any guards inside. If we do, we'll have Geralt and his blades. Then, downstairs to the vault. Quinto will crack the lock. We get in the vault, take the loot, disappear out the back through a secret passage. I've said my piece. Any questions?
All good and fine, except what if something goes wrong? Seriously.
You're on your own. We all are.
Just like that?
No room for friendship in this business.
Additional security measures, traps. Any inside? Anything we need to watch out for?
Nothing particularly dangerous. Here on the ground floor, there's a rope linked to the bell in the tower. Anyone sounds the alarm, there'll be trouble.
How do we stop it from ringing?
Don't pull the rope. As I said, the auction house ought to be empty. I don't expect any problems.
What about the vault? How is it secured?
With a door. But you ought to be able to handle it. Any other problems we resolve as they come. Anything else?
Got a horse sense take on this. Secret passage. If we plan to use it on the way out, why not on the way in?
Excellent question. Why not?
Every corridor has two ends, right? Like a rope. I know the location of just one end. It's in the vault. The other, it's somewhere beneath the city. But I can't tell you where.
Mm-hmm. Great.
But if you were to...
find that location, I wouldn't need any of you. Believe you me, I've tried. Time and again. Anything else?
All right, let's get to work. Want to be done with this as soon as possible.
We'll reconvene in the gateway beside the tower. Midnight sharp. And everyone's to make sure they're not followed. I'll get word to the cook in the barracks.
What about wearing masks? Not a city in the north that don't have wanted posters with my likeness hanging about.
I'll tend to that. Ah, one last thing. Inform the City Watch. Blabber anything about this over an ale, and I'll kill you. With my own hands.
If you're so damn scared somebody'll talk, let's all go there together. Now.
Any objections? Anyone need more time? On our way, then. Let's begin. Prime. Just one patrol. Mixture of yours must have worked. Eveline, you ready?
Are you kidding? Of course I am.
Three, 2, 1. It's clear. On your way.
Ploughing, city foul, shite all over again.
What? Also.
Patrol's turning round.
We've 1 minute. Move.
Oh, Natalie, oh, mother, keep us from... If memory serves, you assured us there be no one inside.
Seems my informer was wrong.
Is that all you've got to say? I nearly broke my neck.
You knew what you were signing up for. This is no time to argue.
Gotta agree. Backing out's not an option anymore. Need to see this through, whatever happens.
Hallowed words. One guard could mean many more. You'd best draw your sword now.
No.
What now?
No one dies. Said so from the start.
Whatever. Don your masks and let's go.
Letters must be old. String seems to say so too. It was true love. Clear for now. Knock on wood.
Good. Eyes in the back of your heads, everyone.
Mine are open. I've already seen several things I'd gladly take with me.
Not now. The vault.
Yes, but we shall raise the starting What's this? Guards! Guards!
Should have stayed in that cage.
You said...
I damn well know what I said. At them before they sound the alarm. Oh, what's got teeth? Stop him! He's not to flee!
Lock themselves in.
Bollocks!
Damn it.
Lay down your arms! You have no chance!
Perhaps not.
But we do have hostages.
Mercy, Master! On the count of 3, we go in! 1, 2...
Come one step closer and folk will die!
Hold now! We must negotiate. What are your demands? To release the hostages?
Buy us a bit of time, Geralt.
We have one demand. Pull back from the auction house.
You know I cannot do that!
You can, just not sure you want to. How about I help you decide? Kill a hostage.
Just do what they want! I beg you! Calm yourself! No one is to be harmed, clear?
Nothing simpler. So long as you take your boys and pull out, we'll all live happily ever after.
I repeat, that is not an option. We must bargain, reach an agreement.
So we want a wagon, and horses.
It's the middle of the night. Where am I to find a wagon?
Rather go looking for caskets?
He means it! Good point. A wagon, then? What kind?
Timey took a gander downstairs. Vault's open.
We're not picky. Any old cart, long as it has wheels that roll.
All right, I'll get it done. In exchange, you must release the hostages.
How many?
All of them.
You know I can't do that. Here's a compromise. One hostage now, the rest once the wagon arrives.
So be it. Agreed.
Thanks be to my little
But anything smells fishy, or you dawdle even a bit, heads will roll, understand?
Calm now. You'll hear horses neighing before a quarter hour's out. Maxco, shed room, city stables, on the double.
Good work.
Sorry, boys. You'll have to go on without me. I didn't sign on for this turn of events.
Just one way out of here. Through the vault.
There's a second. The chimney. Believe I'll squeeze through.
Doubt you can, Witcher. You've no choice, I'm afraid. Let's go. Downstairs.
The lock. Lovingly crafted. 2 spring-loaded bolts, cylindrical plugs, Dameritian wards.
I'm not interested. No one's interested. We go in. Geralt, you're at the fore.
Why me?
It's why I hired you. Now move. We've no time.
Do or die. Shit. That's it, for now. Same paintings were on the block. Same paintings were on the block.
They're in the vault! Lock themselves in!
Surrender! You don't stand a chance!
Virginia!
You'll pay for this! Surrender! You don't stand a chance! You'll pay for this! You don't know who you're fucking with!
On the contrary, I know all too well.
You'll?
Greetings, brother. Been years.
Well, well. Complications, complications.
Think you owe us an explanation, you old Borsodi. This family reunion. What's the point?
Revenge. For betrayal. Years of poverty. Humiliation. Father left the auction house to me in his will. Horst cheated me. Had me disinherited.
Anything. Everything we earned, you squandered on cards and whores. Father didn't see that. I did.
That's no excuse, Horst. And it won't save your life.
You two, stand with me. I'll not let the Redanians lay a hand on you. Give you whatever you want.
Not about to meddle, especially not in family matters.
Then you'd have done better not to break into my vault. I fear it's too late to turn neutral. Stand with me, and I shall drape you in gold. Stand against me, and you'll remain here forever.
If that's your attitude, I'll stand with you, old.
Speak for yourself. Tempting offer. I've succumbed.
You'll pay for that, Quinto. With your head. At them!
He'll cut us down!
I'd have preferred to resolve this elsewise. Stolen the scrolls, thrown you out into the street. Revenge is best served cold, after all. But I don't mind serving it hot. No.
I beg you, mercy, for your brother. I shall do anything you ask.
Truly. Anything.
Anything.
Sign over to me all that you own. Then walk out as you stand with just the clothing on your back.
Allow me one thing. Any one thing.
15 years. In the sewers. Begging. Like a beast. And you've the cheek to plead. Take that.
Satisfied?
Exceptionally. You?
No, and I won't be until I find Max Bersodi's house. In this vault, or so you said.
And it is. There. But I fear it's not yours for the taking. You see, it houses my father's will. A scroll thanks to which Ewald Borsodi, long missing, will assume the family fortune.
And Geralt of Rivia, who you cheated, what'll he assume?
Alas, but he's free to choose anything else.
You tricked me.
And you were prepared to let me face Horst's thugs alone. To my mind, we're even. Now, Max Borsodi's house. If you've absolutely got to have it, you'll need to take it from me by force.
Dumb, but have it your way. Let's make this quick before the soldiers get down here.
At your service, mate.
handles. Daniels will be here soon. Damn it. Secret passage. Where is it? Air seeping through the cracks. Passage must be here. Now, how do I open it? Same paintings were on the block.
Battering ram! Run and get a ram! You'll pay for this!
Nick of time. Now to get out of here.
Kind spreads disease, defeatism and desertion.
Herring's got a turn and mix from time to time.
What are they doing?
Play. Overgrown wains, you see. Have you any children, Geralt?
None.
Oh, yes. Forgot which is Estera.
Well, don't just stare at me. Tell me what brings you.
Got something for you.
I love gifts, but I prefer to unwrap them in private. Oi, lads, mind the barrels. Going out for a jabber with Geralt. Come. Oh, that's better. All right, what do you have for me?
Max Bersodi's house, as requested.
Ah, Horst must be livid.
He's not.
No?
He's not anything except dead. His brother, same thing. A few others too.
Stones you've got. But I didn't think you'd have the stomach for a massacre.
Situation got out of hand.
Oh, sounds familiar. There you are, drinking, puffing on henbane, and then, surprise, heads rolling across the floor. And none know how or why.
I'm not amused.
No. Why not?
'Cause unlike you, killing gives me no pleasure.
The Borsodis aren't worth your tears. Sons of bitches to a man.
Horst's brother. Did you know about him?
I should think so. Ewald was famous in certain circles.
Which ones?
The kind noble witches don't usually associate with. He murdered for coin, no questions, without batting an eye. Always extravagantly, though. If not for his damn surname, I believe I'd have invited him to join the company.
Why did you need those papers?
To sink the Borsodis, naturally. You see, I learned of an interesting clause in old man Maximilian's will. It states that his sons must meet and shake hands in agreement at least once a year at Bellatane. Failing that, the auction house must be auctioned off. The proceeds to go to Bill Marius Hospital.
Guess the old man sensed what might happen.
Horst and Ewald are gnawing on soil now. But thanks to these papers, their relatives won't get the auction house. Families lost it for good, and the hospital will have the funds it needs to treat orphans and beggars pro bono.
Awfully noble of you, showing so much concern for the needy.
I couldn't give a rat's ass about the needy. May they wither and disappear along with the city. I wanted one thing. Revenge.
The Borsodis. What's your gripe? Get kicked out of an auction?
Worse. They evicted me from my home. Are you really interested?
Wouldn't have asked if I wasn't.
Ha! Cheeky as ever. My family, they took on some debt. A poor investment in a sawmill. A bad crop one year. A lawsuit lost. You know how it is. When it rains, it pours. We needed but a few weeks to recover. But Horst Borsodi had acquired our debt. All of it. Demanded it be repaid immediately. I pleaded. I begged. I tore open my shirt at his threshold. Ugh. It was like talking to a wall. I went to the auction. Saw those perfumed pricks buy my father's soul. My mother's death mask. My brother's horse tack. Ah, Horst earned a pretty pile selling our mementos.
No surprise the animosity you feel for him.
That was but the start. My Iris's parents learned of my family's misfortune, and our betrothal was no more. They found her another suitor, one from beyond the sea. The anger I felt. I thought I'd gone mad. Went to the tavern, drank a round, a second, abroad, then had another tankard. And then, I asked the wrong bloke for help.
What happened then?
What happened then, Witcher? was one big stinking pile of shite. Well, why do you stand there? Do you need something still? Got anything else for me?
I do. I took care of Vladimir.
I'll wait for it to drop.
Your dead brother had himself one more day like those of old.
Very easy to say. But have you got any proof?
I do.
Vladimir's hand. It's unmistakable. You've done well, Witcher. Need something else?
Third wish. Time you stated it.
A moment, Geralt. I must see to something. Then we'll chat. You there. Yank the herring out the barrel.
Come on, none of this dallying.
Now, ready to listen? Or do you still not give two shites about what I've got to say?
I'm ready. I'm listening.
Good. You'll return to your lord and tell him as follows. His demand was brazen. Hurt me to the core. For I was brought up to respect the sacred law of hospitality. And I shall not bend to an uncouth boor's dictum. Understood? I will pay him a visit shortly to test his willingness to adapt. So you ride off and announce me. And don't spare your horse. Got it?
Aye, got it.
Give this man a mount and leave him go. Come, Witcher. We must talk outside. The Aphiri believe one should only discuss important matters out of doors, with the gods as witnesses.
Must have made quite a few enemies along the way. Maybe not today and not tomorrow, but someday, someone will find a way to take you down.
And that should trouble me why? I feel no fear, no regret. The wise men of Oxenfurt claim there are no gods. After death, there is only the void. I've known this void already. Death holds no surprises.
Beryl, what was that about?
On the way here, we stopped for nourishment at a tavern belonging to one Lord Dauntless. We enjoyed ourselves as one does at an inn, raucously. Our antics were not to the liking of this Dauntless. Sent a man to warn us that if we were ever to return, we would hang.
You burned the inn down.
I left ample compensation with the innkeep. But it seems the rapscallion neglected to mention this to his lord. But that's of little import. What matters is someone called me a whoreson and threatened to kill me. It was one of those threats that sound like an invitation. I intend to accept it. Return to those parts.
Fulfilled 2 of your wishes. Time I learned the 3rd.
Confident, aren't you? Proud, sure of your strengths. Fearless.
3rd task, if you don't mind.
Mutations. They stripped you of emotion. Tell me, have you ever loved? I mean, truly loved?
Yeah, I've loved. Can we get to the matter at hand?
Perhaps instead we ought to sit down inside. Have a good chat over some fiery water.
We'll drink once the job's done.
Afraid that's impossible. Succeed and that's the end of me. Fail and you'll not be back.
third wish. Still waiting to hear it.
Aye, aren't you stubborn? Fine. Listen well. I had a wife once. The day I saw her last, I gave her a rose. A violet one. Bring me that blue. Wouldn't mind reminding myself what it looks like.
When was that? How long's it been? Flowers wilted and turned to dust by now.
You wished to hear a wish. Now you have. Fulfill it. I ride now to visit this Dauntless, but one of my men will remain here. He'll know how to find me. That is, of course, should you succeed.
At least you could tell me where your wife is.
In my old manor, east of Martin Foy's farmstead. I'd wish you Godspeed, but, well, you understand, I'm sure. Goodbye, Geralt.
Come on. Slow now.
Kendrick. Kendrick, you there?
Not so loud.
Ah! God, scared me off to...
Not so loud, I said. Fog's not natural. Could be something in there hiding. Foglets or air nymphs, for example. Don't want to attract them. Believe me.
Foglets? Oh, sweet mother, my little, why'd I ever come here?
Kendrick fellow. Who is he?
We's partners. Sneak into derelict houses. Always something valuable lying about.
Mm-hmm. So you're a thief.
Thieves steal from the living. What's the harm taking from the dead? Kendrick went to open the door. I stood watch. Suddenly heard his lamp smash. Then nothing. Quiet. Called out to him, but... What was that? One of them foglets you spoke of?
No.
Phew. That's a stone off my...
I'll see what that was and look for your partner. You...
I ain't about to wait around. I'm out of here.
Pretty sprawling, this estate. How am I gonna find that rose in this fresh manure? Water's ice cold. Mountain stream cold. Rather worn. Used often. Wonder by who. Someone's still tending to the flower beds. No violet rose, though. Woods rotted completely. Beehives. Well maintained, but dormant. No violet rose here. Maybe somewhere out back. I'd scooch along, kitty. This place. What's that? That. Digging. Prints from cleated boots, leading from the back of the garden. Someone dragged a wounded man through here. A lockpick? Must have been the other thieves. Graves, unmarked, laid out in rows, like garden beds. Hey. Hear me? Another thief. Bodies mutilated. Who are you? Damn. What the fuck was that? No eyes or nostrils, deformed organs. Damn thing had no right to be alive.
Well, philosophers do still debate what it means to be alive, exactly.
Normally I'd be shocked, but not after what I just saw. Who are you two?
Clearly not animals. Think of us as friends of the house.
What about this thing? What can you tell me? Friend of yours?
We called him the Caretaker.
Doesn't look like any creature I've ever seen. Where'd it come from?
From very far away. He was summoned to guard Lady Aorus in the home. He tended the garden, took care of unwanted guests.
Very far away. Meaning where exactly?
The name of this place would mean naught to you.
What's with the show? The pretense that you're animals. You couldn't have warned me?
No. We're obliged to maintain discretion.
So why talk to me at all?
Why? Well, we get so few chances to talk to humans, and we're curious to know what brought you.
Gonna need a better answer than that.
Later.
You know the master of the house, the owner?
Olgierd von Everec? Yes. We know him, but he left, and his wife became mistress of the house.
Great. So, Lady von Everec home? Could you announce me, say she has a guest?
Why do you wish to see her?
I'm here to get the violet rose Olgierd gave Iris just before he left.
Iris is inside, in the bedchamber upstairs. Take his key. It opens the rear door.
Guess I'll make my own introductions. So, how should I address you?
As you did now. We'd rather keep our names to ourselves.
What the hell? Gotta be careful. What the hell was that? Olgierd as I've never known him. A different man then. Families are all alike. Every unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. Fire damage. Interesting. everything's clean, ready for a meal to be served. Caretaker must still set the table. Was that? Bed chamber. Iris was supposed to be here. Lovely couple. Gotta be her. Damn it.
You wish to see her? Here she is.
A man should frame his wishes carefully. It forestalls disappointment.
This some sick joke. Why didn't you tell me she was dead right away?
You didn't ask.
And why hasn't anyone buried her?
We can't. As for the caretaker, the one you cut down, While still alive, she ordered him to stay away from her for all time.
How did she die? Don't see any wounds, evidence of a fight.
Her heart burst.
Meaning what? A heart attack?
No, it simply burst.
Find that hard to believe.
Yet that's precisely what happened. One day Iris locked the front door, lay down here and died. From grief, from loneliness.
The deeper I get into this, the more I gotta wonder. Why are you even helping me?
We were summoned to serve Iris von Everec. Our mistress died, but that did not free us from her service.
Got it. You want to leave this place, leave these bodies.
Surprised?
No, not at all. Her ghost's restless, angry, attacks intruders. Know why?
Lady von Everec has endured much hardship. She's unaccustomed to guests and not fond of strange folk.
She can't hear us.
Seems I gotta speak to Iris's ghost.
It's no easy task to contact the mistress. Rage and bitterness fill her.
Got my ways. To make contact with Iris, I gotta bury her body. But that caretaker's macabre little cemetery won't do. Too much blood, too much fear.
She spent much time in the front garden.
Maybe there.
Wait. Take this key. It opens the front door.
Good dog. A grave here?
She liked to sit here, but this is not a good place for a grave.
Too close to the house.
I'll keep searching.
Iris von Everec adored flowers.
But she would never want to destroy them.
All right, I'll take the grave somewhere else. This place seems suitable.
Yes, she loved to paint.
Did Iris von Everec have any last requests? Say how she wanted her remains disposed of?
She feared death. Worried none would see to her burial or say a kind word in parting.
Guess I'll be the one to do that. Can't say much about Iris von Everec, but I do know I like her paintings. It's a shame her art couldn't bring her greater comfort. At times, fate muddles our path, and life turns toilsome, hard to bear. Yet all deserve respite and peace in death. I don't know if you want to be buried with a painting of your husband, but you live together, so maybe you want to be with him in death as well. The remains are interred. Let's summon her. Tormented spirit, I've laid your bones to rest. Forget your wrath, forget your grief. Show yourself. Forgive me for tearing you from your realm. I need to ask you... Should I follow you? All right. What is this place?
The Painted World. The work of Aorus von Everec.
How'd you two get in here?
We exist in both worlds at once.
Strange place.
One born of Aorus von Everec's dreams.
It existed only in her mind while she lived. In death, it gained substance.
Pretty fantastic tale. Hard as hell to believe.
Yet you'd best believe it, and be on your guard. The Painted World is rife with danger.
All right, this is lovely and all, but where's Iris?
You awoke her but for a moment. If you wish to speak to her, you must tear her from her slumber completely.
Sure, but how?
You're a tracker, right? Saw you examining the tracks outside.
Yeah, so?
This is a world built of memories blurred and wilting. Moments our mistress wishes to forget, but cannot.
You need to find them, restore them, summon the fears that torment Iris, and destroy them.
Easy to say. Olgierd and his wife look frozen mid-motion.
One of her memories.
It is blurred, incomplete. You must restore it.
Colored decorations for a special occasion. Wine cup, just like the one Olgierd's holding. A wedding veil. Perfect match.
Your health, my dear wife.
And yours, my husband.
In my land, custom calls that newlyweds be greeted with bread and salt. But we're alone for now.
I need none but you. Oh, if only this moment could last forever.
I shall see what I can do. But come in and see our home.
Gladly, but I know this sounds silly, yet the house has sat empty for so long and I'm...
Afraid of spiders? I know. I swept them all up and tossed them in the garden.
My knight, you've seen to everything.
Damn it all. battalion's humming. A wraith?
No. A nightmare.
A fear crystallized, one you must now face.
Another dream of the past. Bet this one's incomplete too. A lavish feast, trying to impress the guests. Silver thread, pearls. Doll must have cost a fortune. Just a little different than the painting. Castel Ravello, a Toussaint wine. Expensive. Olgierd's wife liked flowers. Judging by the ornamentation, this might be hers. These were lit in the painting, but that's not all.
My darling, is everything all right? You seem pale, out of sorts.
Everything's fine, really. But why don't you tell me how you fare? I'm ever so happy to see you. Except, why didn't Grandmama and Grandpapa come?
It's a long, rugged journey. Muddy.
They still refuse to meet me. Is that it? And what's this?
We've brought some of Aorus's things. Her favorite brush, her cherished doll, and this for you.
Banknotes.
We paid off your debts, bought them out, to avoid bringing shame to the family.
So nice of Mama and Papa to remember me.
Olgierd? Now you see his true nature? I warned you before the wedding. A ruffian and a boor who keeps the company of bandits. Are you not afraid to live under one roof with that rabble?
Not you again. Don't like this place. The bedchamber. Towel stained with blood. Wick's almost gone. The nightshirt. Never worn, I think.
What time is it?
It's late. Sleep.
Up all night in your study again, I see. What have you got on your hands?
Nothing. Got a bit dirty, that's it.
Is that blood? Have you hurt yourself?
Ink stains. I was writing letters. I shall go to Oxenfurt soon. Perhaps you'd come with me.
Oh, that's a marvellous idea. A trip would do us both so much good.
Then it's decided. Now, time for bed. I'm exhausted.
I shan't fall asleep now. It's out of the question. Come, I shall finish your portrait.
Another blurred memory. She painted Olgierd, but the details are off. Living Tableau's missing something. Goblet, like the one in the painting. Fresh, as if someone just rinsed it. Living Tableau's gotta look just like the painting. Still not right. Living Tableau's gotta look just like the painting. This goes here. Maybe on this side. Fits, I think. Finally, just like the picture.
Smile a bit wider.
Like this?
You were meant to smile, not bare your teeth. No, still wrong. Smile like you did when Papa agreed we could marry. Please? You're useless. I can tell something's bothering you.
I've a bit of work I should see to.
Again? Olgierd, we agreed not to keep any secrets from one another. We promised.
Forgive me. I don't wish to discuss this.
Olgierd. Olgierd.
Damn, you're ugly.
Master von Evereck's study. Here he immersed himself in the arcane arts.
Pentagrams here to bind summoned beings. Lines aren't all clear, though. Need chalk to fix them, then I can set out the candles. Beeswax candles. Blood pacts. Or on foreign presences. A tome about parleying with demons. Manor was depressingly gloomy in the winter. The Gates of Mystery. Between Worlds. The Library of an Occultist. blood? For some kind of magic, I bet. Chalk. Black magic. That should do it. Now for the candles. Let's try this. Nothing. Maybe this? Nope. Botched it, I guess. How about this?
Come back! We must talk!
Go away. I wish to be alone.
Not this time! Come out at once!
Leave me be. I merely want to work in peace. What other spell must I use, damn it? I've tried them all. I wish to end our pact. I summon thee! Damn it! Fire! In here, quickly! The flames! Douse the flames!
I did not expect that.
Damn it, smack in the middle of a raging blizzard. Gotta find shelter, get inside. Hope you didn't let them in. They froze to death. Contract between Aorus and Olgierd. Beer tankard, but there was vodka in it. This is when he started smoking. Drained to the last drop. Probably not right. So that's how he whiled away the long winter evenings. Probably not right. Nice. blood. Guess Olgierd got the scars on his shoulders that winter. Her father must have been holding the contract.
Furthermore, it is agreed that Iris shall be accorded the respect she is owed, that you shall heed her counsel and requests, and...
Get to the point, Father. My patience runs thin.
Gladly. On Iris's request, I declare this marriage null and void.
You vowed to remain with me till death do us part.
And I've held to my vow. The Olgierd I married is no more.
Breaking a word once given does not come that easy. Believe me. You shall stay here, forever.
Enough! You will not command us. You will...
Father! Father! No!
Servant, take this carcass and feed it to the beasts.
Then Von Everett ceased to be human.
Though he still loved his wife.
No, he merely remembered that he should love her.
Let's go upstairs.
I remember. We spent much time together here, the three of us.
In silence.
We'll take our places, the same as then.
You do the rest.
Single place setting. No others on the table. A platter. A large clay bowl. Claw scratches. Got something wrong. Small bowl. For soup, maybe? Perfect match. Something's not right. Think this was yours. There we go. You actually ate from these bowls?
Of course not. I already told you, we're not animals.
But the caretaker would set them out all the same, as ordered.
Another monstrosity. I begged you to stop this. Those two are too many as it is.
The dog and cat keep you company. This one will protect you, care for the house, no matter what happens.
Before, I wished to know what was going on in that head of yours. I thought perhaps I could help. Now, I care not the slightest what you think or how you feel.
I feel nothing.
Just as I no longer know if I still hate you. Go, Olgierd. I want you out of my sight.
Olgierd von Everett failed to understand we'd never be able to replace him.
His spectre now casts a shadow over Lady Iris's every remembrance. We're almost at our journey's end.
What's there?
Iris von Everett's greatest fear.
My dearest wife, letters from Olgierd to Iris, were I only as skilled with words as I am with my blade, especially now, when an icy void grips my heart. I see how you look at me, and I see you with her. I cannot help you, but I believe I can cease harming you. This letter and this rose are my farewell. May you live in health, and remember but the good times, Olgierd.
Lifeless. Happily ever after. No picture should simply
You're not him.
Wait, I want to talk.
Not here. Not in this place. I'm sorry. I mistook you for another.
For Olgierd?
I thought he'd returned. To me.
What are you? A ghost? An illusion?
I am sadness.
Saw you before, but you weren't yourself. And I saw you again in your memories.
We've met? I don't recall. I had bad dreams. That is all I know.
I've come for the violet rose Olgierd gave you.
On the day we saw one another for the last time, I dried it and placed it in our chamber, at my bedside. I lay there for days, staring at it, until at last it crumbled into dust, as did I soon after.
So, the rose is gone?
Not from this world. Look, you buried my body and the flowers bloomed once more. And I was held in a deep, dark sleep. Only now have I awoken, just like my beautiful rose. When you placed the painting on my grave, I remembered the day of my marriage. Tell me, how is Olgierd? Healthy? Does he fare well?
Your husband's got a powerful enemy. Gaunter O'Dim. Know the name?
I curse the day I first heard it.
Who is he, and how'd he step into your lives?
It's my fault. It was for me Olgierd summoned the Man of Glass. And it was my fault he wished for riches, then immortality for us both. Olgierd will best O'Dim, won't he? Now tell me, how is my husband?
Your husband hunts out ever stronger sensations. He tempts fate, because at heart he's unhappy.
At heart he is stone, so nothing has changed. And did Olgierd mention me? What did he say?
Not much, but I didn't ask about you. He just sent me to retrieve the rose.
The rose? The last I have left of him? His last gift?
Got a feeling the rose is important to you, more than a memento.
I remember so little. Yet when I think of my rose, I begin to recall what was. The world around me turns real, and my eyes open wide and I recognize things. Remember who I am and who I was.
Friend once told me about a case like this. Could be strong emotions that bind you to the rose, feelings we witchers call pins. They're what keeps you in this world.
Like an insect pinned in a collection case. Horrible.
Need to be honest, if I take the rose, you might cease to exist, as might the world you built around you.
And what will happen then? Shall I be free of the suffering, the sadness? Is it the void that awaits?
I don't know.
I don't wish to suffer any longer, but I fear there will be cold and darkness until there is nothing at all.
I can't take the rose.
Is it not what you came for?
Can't force Iris into oblivion. She thinks and feels still, and she's no danger to anyone but intruders.
Look at her. Look at her world. She's doomed to relive the painful past eternally. Take the rose. Show her mercy.
What should I do? What do you want me to do?
I do not know what I want. I'm so very, very afraid.
You too. You want me to take the rose, trying to convince me. Why?
We want to help Iris von Everec. And you.
Generous demons? I don't buy it. Because you are demons, right? You were to serve Iris until the end of her days. End didn't come with her death, so you were sentenced to stay in the world of her torment for all time. Can't break the contract yourselves, so you need me to do it for you. If I take the rose, Iris will cease to exist. But you'll also be freed.
You're right. But are we wrong to want that? Our intentions are pure.
We're but bit players in this tragedy. A performance has gone on too long. We can't help the mistress, and her fate no longer moves us.
Can we be blamed for simply wanting to leave the stage?
I won't decide your fate. I can't accept the rose.
Will you leave empty-handed? What about your task?
Rose stays with Iris.
So that is how it's to be. Perhaps in the years to come, another will appear to free us.
I don't know that you've chosen wisely. And though I feel no gratitude, I'll not send you away empty-handed. Look, the petal edges darken. The flower closes and I am overcome with sleep. Good night, stranger. You must leave. The rose awaits outside this world, while I descend once more into my dream of what was. Olgid, I wish to be with Olgid, to gaze into those eyes the devil would be proud to have.
Farewell. Painting's changed. Got the violet rose there now. And Iris, ready to see her husband again. Faster. Go, go.
We'll pay for the freedom. Without...
Oh! Fuck.
2 points, and be quick about it.
Oh, please, good sir, a bit of courtesy.
So I look up, and Bob's your uncle. He downs half the barrel in one draught.
Geralt! Over here!
Oi, wait your looks. Use the look of a man who knows how to drink.
Thanks. Some other time.
Here now. Don't make me beg. My treat.
Show off.
Of course I am. Wouldn't you be? Time's a marvelous plaything.
And a great spice to use in gingerbread.
So, you were listening. Indeed, occasionally I find time manipulation irresistible. Controlling it offers so many appetizing opportunities. Like spiking the soup of unsavory individuals with appropriately ghastly things.
Who are you, really?
Gaunter O'Dim, also known...
Not what I'm asking.
Ah, so you'd rather know what it is I do. In brief, I give folk what they ask for. You might say, I simply grant their wishes.
And drop them in a world of hurt.
No, not I. That would be their poorly formulated wishes. I'm no cheat. I give folk what they want, nothing more. That they oft desire unworthy things, that is entirely the fault of their rotten natures.
You're not human, that's clear. So what are you? A demon? A djinn?
Do you really wish to know?
Yes.
No, Geralt. You don't. This one time I shall spare you, and not grant your wish. All who have learned my true name are now either dead, or have met an even worse fate. Yet I still need you.
You actually control time, or is this just some conjurer's trick?
What difference does it make?
A big one.
Let us say, time has always fascinated me. So I taught myself how best to use it.
Why time, of all things?
Geralt, there are 4 dimensions. Length, width, height, and time. What would you have me fall in love with? Width? Come now.
So, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I wanted to congratulate you. You acquitted yourself splendidly with Olgierd. In fact, you've almost satisfied your debt.
Was supposed to fulfill his 3 wishes. Did just that. This is where you remove the brand, because we're even.
Nearly. To fulfill the terms of the contract to the letter, you must do one more thing. Draw Olgierd to the Temple of Ilvani.
We never discussed that.
Oh, but we did. As a man of the world, you should know that every contract contains a catch or two. Small print, which, nevertheless, changes the ultimate meaning of the pact. This applies to oral contracts as well. Recall that I said, and I quote, "I believe, however, that all will end well, and once it does, we three shall meet and thank one another for the voyage we shared." End quote.
Yeah, I remember.
Fulfill your end of the bargain, and I will remove the brand. That was the last time you interrupted me while I was talking to someone.
What the devil? Why is there a fly in my soup? I was waiting. I had an eye out for you. Didn't see you come in. How is it you're here?
Old Witcher's trick. I concentrate real hard, and I can control time and space.
You tossed this fly in my soup?
No. Now listen carefully. Tell your Ataman to come to the Temple of Lilvani. It's south of here. Entrance is inside a cave.
What's the commotion?
Lilvani's temple, got it?
Aye, got it. Hold there! Your friend, the medic, she were here. Ask that you look in on her.
Thanks.
Folk, did you see? The bloke literally dropped dead.
He were there, alive, a moment ago.
Blind drunk he was. Maybe he fainted.
Fainted? He's soaked in blood!
Witcher in the house. No wonder folk are dropping. Cursed next.
That's all